Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cardinals going up against the Rams. With that, we'll send you out west to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
First carry here for Todd Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
The one running back is Gurley.
Detroit! Here we go now!
He's going to get the football. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third, gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return will stop right around the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Green, 39!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
On first down, it's gone. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green,
They'll run it now out of the gun. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now it's Gurley. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's got Will Tye complete. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Austin's got it left side. 11 yards for number 11. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Rams will get it at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on third. Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw on second down is gone. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go now.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big time. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Goff looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 40. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Pass 38. Ohio.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Cat and Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Goff. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he comes back with one complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Let's go! Try 38!
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Catanzaro missed it. That is no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, Those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And it appears we've got... A member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Now, check.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. No, check. Patriots.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. again. And the cutback to the sideline. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, three-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They run the counter now on first down. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Single. Hey, 116. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Let's go deep. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Hot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This will be caught at about the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you?
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it? It
is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.